So hello everyone. So I hope you are studying this chapter as well. Okay. Last video was a bit long, I know, and sulfonation I have completed, nitration I have completed. So number of things has been now over. Now only I guess two to three lectures only is there. Then this nitrogen containing or amines will get over. Clear? Today we are going to see the diazonium salts, and we are going to see how it is prepared, how it is named, and why alkyl diazonium salts are not so stable. Then we are going to see the preparation of diazonium salt, and that I have done also. In the previous video I will tell you what I have done. Removal of and we will see the chemical property. In that two important topic we are going to see, that is Sandmeyer and Gattermann reaction. So today the lecture is small because last lecture I have made very long. So today I will make a small lecture so that you can compensate it. Okay. Next lecture also it will be a bit long, and then last I guess 2 lectures only now it's remaining. Then your chapter will get over. Clear? So we can make a heading now: diazonium salts. Diazonium salts. If you see the diazonium salt, the formation is Ar. Either you can take aryl, and that aryl also you are taking only C6H5, that is phenyl ring, and R, and here you can add on here N2 plus and X minus. Clear? So this is a construction of an diazonium salt. In this way you are forming the diazonium salt. Either you are taking the aryl ring, or you are taking the R, N2 plus and X minus, and here we are going to talk about usually AR only. We are going to study about AR, not about R. Why? I will tell you. Clear? So here AR, R is alkyl. Here AR is aryl, and in aryl also a special case, only C6H5 we are going to study. Clear? We can say here N2 plus is diazonium. And this also last class I have told you, no? Diazonium, and here X minus. Now you are thinking here that this X minus will be only halogen. No, it's not like this. It can be Cl minus, it can be Br minus, it can be I minus, it can be HSO4 minus. Yes or no? Or it can be, you can write down BF4 minus. Or some other also can come. It is given in your book, you can study. So this is the actual construction of this diazonium salt, and here we are going to study first with naming now, and here we are going to study only about AR. Just this is a special case AR. We are not going to study about R because they are not stable, they are unstable, whereas AR are stable. That's why. Clear? So first we will see the naming, 2-3 naming you will see, so that it will be very clear to you. Clear? It's a very easy topic, so not to worry. Suppose if I take AR as C6H5 N2, and here I will take Cl, on which it will be minus and N will be plus. So it is diazonium salt. So I can say this C6H5 is also benzene, diazonium chloride. That's it. Clear? Or if I take here like if I take C6H5 N2 here plus and I minus or Br minus. So this name will be benzene diazonium bromide. Clear? Or last I will tell only C6H5 N2 here plus and HSO4 minus here. So benzene, what we will call diazonium hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen sulfate. Clear? Write on this. Clear? Now we will see some other topic also here. We are going to study about only aryl, not about alkyl. Why? So I can say that alkyl diazonium solid, alkyl diazonium salts. So these all are salts, These all are salts. So the alkyl diazonium salts are not stable or are unstable at room temperature. Hence, we are not going to study about alkyl diazonium salts. We are only going to study about aryl diazonium salts. Why? Because the aryl diazonium salts are stable due to the resonance at lower temperature. So I can write down here aryl diazonium salts are stable. Why? At low temperature like 273 to 278 Kelvin. This is very important. So aryl diazonium salts are stable at low temperature like 273 to 278 Kelvin, and it is also stable due to resonance. So this resonant structure is very important for aryl diazonium salts. We are going to see the resonance structure. Please check it out. So please remember, this question can come. Why we are not studying the chemical properties and most important properties of aryl diazonium salts? Why we are studying about alkyl diazonium salts? The reason is the aryl diazonium salts are highly stable. They are stable as compared to alkyl diazonium salts. We are not studying about alkyl diazonium salts. The reason is alkyl diazonium salts are highly unstable, whereas aryl diazonium salts are stable at low temperature like 273 to 278 Kelvin, and they are also stable due to one thing, that is resonance. So I am going to make the resonating structure. Please see this. This structure is a bit different as compared to other. See this. Here this is diazonium salt. Here till plus will come and here minus will come. Aryl diazonium salts, Ar N2. So I am not showing X minus here, just N2 I am showing here. This is plus, this is minus. Now what will happen? Now we will see this. See, suppose, or I am making this like this only, or see here. This X minus is attached to this N plus. So this is N to X beta. Now I am going to study. We are going to study about its structure. So what will happen? This N2X is made in this way. See, this is N. This is here X. Here triple bond N. Okay. So on this plus charge will come if X minus goes. Now what will happen? See this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is in a need of electron. So if this bond shift here, so this nitrogen is a triple bond. So if this bond shift here, suppose this triple bond shift here, so here there will be vacancy. So this electron, this bond will come to help here. This is N plus, and if this, suppose this is the structure, suppose N2. If this bond shift here, so he is giving the electron, so here positive charge comes. Here what comes beta? Positive charge comes. So if positive charge comes here, so this bond shift here, so this bond will shift here. Now see here. So this carbon is giving the electron, no? This carbon is giving the electron. This carbon, what he is doing? This carbon is giving the electron, yes or no? If this carbon gives the electron, so one who gives the electron creates positive charge. If this carbon gives the electron, creates positive charge. First we will do the changes. So this carbon is giving this bond, so here positive side will come. Now here bond will not come. So this bond is shifting here, so here double bond. Here N, triple bond and double bond. Now he has taken the electron, means here minus, and here given the electron means plus. This is the first structure. Remaining as it is, copy paste. Clear? See once more every time. Because this structure is very important, they may ask in the board. You know N2 plus. So this is plus now here. What will happen? This bond will get shift here. So when bond is shifting here, so this bond will come here to support this nitrogen, because this is in a need of electron. No? So this bond will shift here. So this bond will shift here. You can understand this way. This nitrogen is having the plus charge, means it is in need of electron. So this bond will shift, this carbon bond will shift here to support this. So to make a new bond here, he has to break the old bond. So what will happen here? See. Double bond here. And now he is giving the electron. So again plus charge will come because he is giving the electron, no? And he is accepting the electron. So N minus will come here. N minus will come here. Okay. And what is the remaining? Same here, this. And he has given the electron, means positive charge on this carbon, because this carbon has given the positive charge. So here positive charge will come here. Are you understanding or no? And here nitrogen, why plus charge? Because see this nitrogen bond, 4 bonds are there. So he has given the electron, so 4 bond. Here 2 bond means minus charge. નાઇટ્રોજન ના 4 બોન્ડ થાય તો ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આપેલું હોય ને તો 4 બોન્ડ થાય. 3 બોન્ડ પછી એક લોન પેર બાકી રહે છે એની પાસે. તો નાઇટ્રોજન ના 4 બોન્ડ થઈ ગયા તો એની પાસે પ્લસ ચાર્જ તો રહેશે જ. નાઇટ્રોજન આની પાસે 2 બોન્ડ છે, મતલબ એક બોન્ડ પોતે ખાઈ લીધો છે, 3 માંથી એક બોન્ડ ખાધા છે. ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બોન્ડ ખાધો મતલબ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ખાધા તો માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવે ને. ઇલેક્ટ્રોન દીધા હોય તો પ્લસ ચાર્જ આવે, ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ખાધા હોય તો માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવે. તો જો આ નાઇટ્રોજન 4 બોન્ડ બનાવે છે, 2 અહીંયા 2 અહીંયા, મતલબ લોન પેર નાઇટ્રોજન પોતાનો એક લોન પેરનો યુઝ કર્યો છે એટલે અહીંયા પ્લસ ચાર્જ આવે છે, એટલે પ્લસ ચાર્જ આવે છે. ને આ 3 બોન્ડ હોવા જોઈએ, 2 બોન્ડ જ છે આ નાઇટ્રોજનના, મતલબ એક બોન્ડ પોતે ખાધો છે મતલબ શું ખાધો છે? ઇલેક્ટ્રોન, તો માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવે. આ કાર્બન પોતાનો લોન પેર અહીંયા ડોનેટ કર્યો છે એટલે પ્લસ ચાર્જ આવે. નાઉ deficiency is here because this is in need of electron. So what will happen, you know, this bond, this electron, pi electron will come and to satisfy this plus charge, है ना? Because there is plus charge on this. So this bond is coming, this carbon bond is coming here to satisfy this plus charge. Simple logic, na? Yes, this carbon bond is coming to satisfy this plus charge. So what will happen here? See this. So this carbon has given this electron to here. So this carbon is giving the electron, so creates positive charge. And this carbon has given electron here. So here there will be double bond. First we'll see the always changes. બાકીનું પછી બધું copy paste કરી દેવાય. Double bond. Yes or no? See, this bond is broken. I will go very slow because this is important. This bond is broken. So this carbon is giving the electron. Why, sir? This is in need of electron because plus charge is there. So this plus is satisfied by this pi electron. So this pi electron will come here. So this carbon is giving its electron, creates positive charge, and this pi electron is coming to satisfy this plus. So here bond will be formed. Now plus sign will go remaining as it is. So here bond is there. Here double bond is there. Here N, double bond N minus, here plus. Again, now this is in a deficiency. So again this will be, so what will happen? Now this bond will come to help this. It will give here electron. It will give here electron. Yes or no? If it gives here electron, so here plus sign will come. Yes or no? If here plus sign will come, no? So see here now, what will happen? Same I am talking, no? Here plus sign should come here. So see here. See the changes. This bond is shifting here. So this carbon is giving this electron. This carbon is giving electron, means creating positive charge, and this carbon pi electron is shifted here because it is in plus charge. It is in need of electron. So here bond will be formed, remaining as it is. Clear? Now what will happen? Again this is in a need of electron. So this pi bond, double bond, out of this double bond, this pi bond will help here. When this pi bond will help here, so this nitrogen will give its lone pair here, because here pi bond breaks. So this bond has to come, because to make a new bond here, he has to break. He is breaking here old bond, so he has to make here new bond. So see this. So this plus charge is going because this bond, pi bond, is helping here. So this bond will shift here back. So double bond converted into single bond, double bond converted into triple bond here. So this minus sign will go, but plus sign remains as it is. So here bond is there, here bond is there. See this? Both structures are same here. Or I can say here this. So this is also possible. So totally how many resonance structures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total there are 5 resonating structures. Really remember. So total there are for aryl diazonium salts. Totally there are 5 resonating structures, and due to resonance, it is a stable species. Due to this reason, aryl diazonium salts are stable at low temperature. Alkyl diazonium salts are not stable. Remember these structures. This structures is very important. Now, shall I explain once more? Yes, chalo. We'll see once more. Because these structures they can ask. Totally how many structures are there? 5 resonating structure. How? We'll start from first. See. If this is a plus sign, so this bond will shift here. So to make a new bond, old bond has to be broke. See here. First, always do the changes. This carbon has given this electron, so it will create, one who gives electron creates positive charge. This nitrogen has accepted this bond, so double bond here, N. Now this bond gets break, so triple bond come to double bond, it will create a minus, previously plus is there only, remaining as it is. So this is the first resonating structure. Now this is the plus charge, means it is a need of electron, so this carbon having the pi electron will help to this. Clear this part? So what will happen here? First do the changes. So changes is, see here. This carbon is giving its electron. One who gives the electron creates positive charge. He is giving here, so here bond will be formed. Clear? Remaining as it is. Remaining one bond will come here. Double bond N, double bond N minus here plus. Sorry. Clear? Next, again this is in a need of electron. So now what will happen here? This carbon, this bond will help here to satisfy this. Clear? So here plus charge will come. Here bond is formed. Here bond is formed. Yes or no? He is giving, means here plus charge will come here. Yes or no? Remaining as it is. N, double bond N minus here plus and here N. Now this is in a need of electron. So this out of this double bond, one pi bond will get break and help here. So to make a new bond, so here he is breaking the bond. So to break a bond, a new bond should be formed. See this? First do the changes. The changes is here plus sign is satisfied by this charge. Double bond convert to single bond, and this bond is shifted back, and triple bond N here plus. So here and here. You can see this. So totally how many structures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As it is forming a resonating structure, they are stable. Right on this. So that's why aryl diazonium salts are stable. Now we are going to study the preparation of diazonium salt, which we have seen during the reaction of alkylamine or aniline with nitrous acid HNO2. This you know. Clear this part? Chalo. So done this. Take a screenshot here. Take a screenshot, because screenshot if you take, it will save my time as well as your time. Done? Chalo. So can I go further now? You can write down preparation of diazonium salts. Okay. In that first preparation, just we have done the reaction of amine with nitrous acid. Last video I have shown you. So that reaction, that is the reaction of aniline with nitrous acid itself, this reaction is known as a preparation of diazonium salts. Clear? So reaction of aniline with HNO2, this is only, or this reaction is also known as a diazotization. Please remember, reaction of aniline with HNO2 is also known as a diazotization, or diazotization is a preparation method to prepare diazonium salt. So method to prepare the diazonium salt is known as a diazotization, and diazotization is nothing but a chemical properties of aniline. That is, the chemical properties of aniline means reaction of aniline with HNO2. Again same story, that HNO2 is a highly unstable acid, so it cannot be stable, so you have to prepare freshly prepared HNO2 should be used, and to prepare freshly you have to bring what? NaNO2 and HCl. So take aniline, see the preparation, take aniline and react with NaNO2 and HCl. Understood why this? Why I am not writing? Sir, you are telling reaction with HNO2 but you are writing this. Beta, this HNO2 is highly unstable acid. It is highly unstable, so should be freshly prepared. And who will help us to prepare freshly HNO2? These two reactions. As I have shown in the previous video, you can see this. So what will happen here? See, you will get here diazonium salts. You will obtain here. Please directly you remember. You will obtain here, as I have shown in the previous video, so I am not repeating it back. N2Cl plus NaCl plus H2O. Yes or no? Plus H2O. NaNO2. NaCl plus HNO2. Clear this part? So N2Cl, and this is known as a benzene diazonium chloride, and this reaction itself is known as a diazotization. Everything I have shown, everything related to this topic I have told in my previous video. You can see the reaction with HNO2 that I have done in detail. So same thing you can add down here also. So this reaction we call as either you can call as chemical properties of aniline, that is the reaction of aniline with nitrous acid, or you can say diazotization, both same. Clear this part? So that's safe. This is also diazotization, and this is only called as a reaction of aniline with HNO2. Now why I have not written here HNO2, instead I have written here NaNO2 plus HCl? The reason is HNO2 is highly unstable acid, due to which we require here freshly prepared. So freshly prepared is possible only if I take NaNO2 and HCl. I cannot keep HNO2, I cannot make and I can keep it, because HNO2 is weak acid, it is highly unstable acid, that's why. So I am taking this NaNO2 and HCl. If you read from the textbook, number of things will be cleared. Okay. Write on the physical properties. Write on the physical properties. Physical properties. First physical properties, this is very important. So this all diazonium salt, these are crystalline solids. So first is they are colorless. They are colorless. This is important. Crystalline solids. They are colorless crystalline solid. First, second. See now, see here. They are insoluble in cold water, but they are highly soluble in hot water. Very, very, very important key point. Forming alcohols. Forming C6H5OH. Clear? Means phenol they will form. So first point is they are colorless crystalline solid, that is okay. But this point is very, very important for MCQ. The diazonium salts are highly insoluble or non-reactable in cold water, but they are highly soluble in hot water, forming what? Phenol, or we can say as C6H5OH. Please remember this. This is very important. You can read from your textbook. Okay? This point is very important. So diazonium salts is highly insoluble in cold water, but they are highly insoluble in cold water. There is no any change. If you put the diazonium salt in cold water, there will be no change. But if you keep in the hot water, they will form a phenol. Please remember this. They will form a phenol. Okay. So now we are going to study about the chemical properties. So the chemical properties of this diazonium salts has been divided into two categories. First is based on removal of nitrogen gas, because you know this N2 is a nitrogen gas, entropy supporting, everything I have told in the previous video somewhere. So entropy will be supported, nitrogen gas will be removed, and you can see the property. So first we are going to study about two type of property based on this. First, removal of nitrogen gas, and second property is to sustain or to retain this N2, means not removal of nitrogen gas. Okay, see this now. Okay, or nitrogen, this group is also known as what? Diazo group, diazonium, that is known as a diazonium, N2 plus. Done this? This please remember, you can read from the textbook also. Everything will not be done on the board. Something you have to read from the textbook also. So done? So write down. So next we are going to see the chemical properties. Now very important. It's very important but very easy. So not an issue. It's very important but very easy also. Next is chemical properties. Okay, so chemical property has been categorized into two. First is based on removal of diazo group, that is N2 group. Removal of N2 diazo group. Okay, and removal of N2 plus means it is based on two. First property is based on removal of diazo group and second property is based on retaining of diazo group. Retaining मतलब એને બચાવીને રાખવાનું, sustain કરવાનું. So based on removal of diazo group and second property is based on retaining of N2 plus group. Clear? Please remember this. So which property they have asked you to understand. So the chemical property of diazonium salt is based on two methods, or it is categorized in two ways. First category is based on the removal of diazo group and second category is retaining of diazo group, that is N2 plus. Now first we are going to see the property based on removal of diazo group. In that first I am going to study here. First we are going to study about Sand-Meyer reaction. It's easy. Sand-Meyer reaction. See this. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the chemical property based on the removal of N2 plus. Okay. So I will write down here. Chemical properties based on removal of diazo. Now see here two important reactions, there are number of important reaction is there, but two, first I will teach you two, then further I will go it. So first reaction I am going to study about here is Sand-Meyer reaction. And altogether we will study about Getterman reaction also. Altogether only we will study, so it will be easy. Getterman's reaction. See what does in Sand-Meyer reaction says? Sand-Meyer reaction, you take diazonium chloride, clear, and you do the reaction with copper 1 ion. Do the reaction with what beta? Copper 1 ion. You do the reaction with copper 1 Cu1 ion. So beta Cu1 ion means what? You take Cu plus, you take Cl minus, then you take Br minus. Yes or no? So CuCl you can take CuCl plus HCl you can take, or some book they written like this also, Cu2Cl2 plus HCl, both are same. Clear? Then you can take CuBr plus HCl, or you can write down here Cu2 Br2 plus HCl. You can write down here CuCN plus HCl, or that's it, CuCN, or Cu2Cn2 plus HCl also it will be written. When you do this, what will be written? You will get no mechanism for this, just remember it's very easy. So when you react the benzene diazonium chloride with copper 1 ion, that is copper chloride and HCl, so you will get chlorobenzene, means this nitrogen group will be removed. Here you will get Cl plus N2. You can see here chemical properties based on the removal of N2. So this N2 plus will be removed as nitrogen gas. Why? Because this is a nitrogen and here entropy is also supporting to remove easily, because this is a molecule form, no? So easily nitrogen can be released here. This also I told in the previous topic somewhere. Clear? Similarly here I will get what beta? See here if I react with HBr, sorry not HCl, no? Here sorry HBr, here also HBr, here HCN. Here HCN, or I can take KCN also. KCN you take here, KCN. Follow your textbook. You can take HCN also, not an issue. So here when you react with bromine, so what will happen, you know? So when you react here with bromine, what will get here? Br plus nitrogen gas. Some other byproduct also are coming, but that is not important. This is important. This is important. Here you will obtain Cn plus N2. So when you react benzene diazonium salt when react with CuCl and HCl, copper 1 chloride, so that reaction we call as a Sandmeyer reaction. Similar reaction, similar compounds we can also prepare by Getterman reaction. So what does the Getterman reaction say? See this. Getterman says N2 plus and Cl minus. Instead of Cu1, instead of this compound of copper, you take only copper powder you take. What you take? Just. So that is only the difference. Sandmeyer reaction, copper 1 compound, Getterman reaction, copper powder. Sandmeyer reaction, copper 1 compound, that is copper chloride, copper bromide or copper cyanide. Getterman reaction, copper powder. Sandmeyer reaction, the difference between Sandmeyer reaction and Getterman reaction is Sandmeyer reaction, the reagents are copper 1 chloride, copper 1 bromide or copper 1 cyanide, whereas the reagent is only copper powder in Getterman reaction. That is only the basic difference. Other things are same, all same. Plus here HCl. Yes or no? Then here you can take plus here HBr. And you cannot prepare here cyanobenzene by this method. Clear? You can add on here chlorobenzene. You can add on here bromobenzene. Plus N2 plus N2. Now, you are running the industry. So you are preparing chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, and here also you are preparing chlorobenzene, bromobenzene. Which reaction you will select? Whether Sandmeyer or Getterman. So practical application says, practically it is observed that the yield of chlorobenzene and bromobenzene is more, production is more when Sandmeyer reaction is followed rather than the Getterman reaction. Means if you take here 1 kg N2Cl, here also 1 kg N2Cl, if we follow Sandmeyer reaction, so you will obtain 900 gram chlorobenzene and bromobenzene, suppose. But here same chlorobenzene and bromobenzene will be 500 to 600 gram. So same reaction is there, only the compound reagent is different. So practically application says, if you follow the Sandmeyer reaction, the product yield, product production will be more. So practically Sandmeyer reactions are carried out to produce chlorobenzene and bromobenzene because it gives higher yield. This is very important for your MCQ. The question can ask, why Getterman reaction is not followed to generate the chlorobenzene and bromobenzene? The reason is, because the reason is what? The reason is the chlorobenzene, bromobenzene generated by the Sandmeyer reaction have the higher yield as compared to the Getterman reaction. Point number 2, here iodobenzene is C6H5I and fluorobenzene cannot be prepared here. So we cannot prepare iodobenzene and fluorobenzene by this method. So for this, some other method is there, we will study tomorrow. So we cannot prepare fluorobenzene and iodobenzene by using these two of the methods. Some other method should be prepared. Here we can prepare cyanobenzene also cannot be prepared by Getterman reaction. So chlorobenzene, bromobenzene is a common product which can be formed by Sandmeyer reaction and Getterman reaction. In that, Sandmeyer reaction is preferred. The reason is chlorobenzene and bromobenzene generated by the Sandmeyer reaction have the higher yield as compared to the Getterman reaction. And iodobenzene and fluorobenzene cannot be produced by two of the methods. So we are going to study different method in the next class. So this is here your over chemical properties based on removal of nitrogen group. You can see here, see every place N2 is removed. See N2 is removed. Yes or no? So only first two reactions I have done. Still number of reactions are there. We'll see in the next class. Then we will go with the retaining of N2 plus group. Here we will study the property, chemical property, removal of N2 group. Still two I have taught. Still more are there. Tomorrow I will complete. And I will complete tomorrow also chemical property based on the sustaining, retaining of N2 plus group. So today that's it. This is the Sandmeyer reaction, Getterman reaction. Most important questions for the exam. Just see Sandmeyer reaction, copper 1 ion we are using as a reagent, and in Getterman reaction we are using copper powder. See, Cu is used as a powder. That is the different, nothing else is different. And which reaction you will prefer to generate chlorobenzene, bromobenzene? The reaction preferred is Sandmeyer reaction due to their higher yield, higher production. That's it. Thank you. You can see the next class, number of reaction of that. Thank you.